Welcome to Actions, Not Words, Our Voices, Our Paths. At Rosemont College, we are blessed with a mission and values that are rooted in the life and teachings of Cornelia Conley and exemplified by the Society of the Holy Child Jesus. We are dedicated to joy in learning, trust in and reverence for the dignity of each person, diversity with a commitment to building an intercultural community, persistence and courage in promoting justice with compassion, and care for the earth, our common home. Our Centennial Project team was honored to talk to 9 alumni about their experience being part of Rosemont's joyful learning community and how that supported them in finding their voice and shaped their chosen path in life. We share excerpts of their reflections here, and the interviews in full can be found on the college's Centennial website. We hope that you will recognize yourself in these reflections as we all strive to live out Cornelia's encouragement. Be yourselves, only make those selves all that God wants us to be.
I was looking to make a difference. I think actions, not words, which is a motto of Cornelia Conley that really resonated with me.
So whenever anybody comes to me and they're saying, well, I'd like to go back to school, I always say, well, you have a lot of choices in this area, but one of the best schools that you can go to that is, it's convenient, it's affordable, and the values are probably second to none.
I've given a fair amount of thought to what Rosemont did to imbue these values in us while we were there, and I am still a bit mystified. I have no recollection of posters in classrooms stating what this school's values are or what the school's mission are. I think it was somehow in the air that we breathe, that we simply knew that our blessings, which were many for all of us, conferred obligations on us as well. That having gone to Rosemont, having had the blessing of an extraordinary education, did impose obligations on us to share that.
The people at Rosemont embodied and embraced those same values that Cornelia exhibited and wanted for the school.
So I experienced the joy of learning at Rosemont in just how committed our professors were and how they really believed that we could achieve great things. And I think, in the small class environment, you had to show up ready to engage and to be challenged and participate. And for me, that brought me a lot of joy. And since Rosemont, in that I now work with a Holy Child Partnership School, joy is something that I try to carry over with my own students and make sure that when we're learning together, it is a place where they feel welcomed and respected for who they are and seen. I think that was something that I really experienced at Rosemont. I felt really seen by the faculty there, and as if, they valued me as a whole person, whole complete person, and really wanted to challenge me and hear what my opinions were and what I had to say. And I have tried to bring that with me in my work with students.
What the courses taught you to do was, or mandated that you do, is become an independent thinker, become a critical thinker.
I really appreciated my education at Rosemont. I felt that the biology department was extremely strong and is extremely strong. The courses absolutely prepared me, as they were at that time, prepared me for a lot of my classes in medical school. My immunology class, my foundation was so strong. My classmates in medical school would come to me and ask for help in immunology specifically, I remember, and some other subjects as well. So I think that I really appreciate it. It's like we got such a solid, strong foundation. I think just in general, the rigor and also the excellence in teaching really prepared me.
And Rosemont taught me to use your strength. And I feel like my strengths are problem solving. I love to problem solve, but I also love connecting with people. I've always been a person that love communities. I love being a part of my community. And at Rosemont, the power is small. They say it's small, but it's definitely powerful. And
Rosemont was a great learning laboratory for me. It was an environment that took young girls and made them into women. Like, it provided the support for us to grow into our voices, and it gave us lots of opportunity and options.
Based off of what I had learned from other classes and the value system that was put in place by Rosemont, I wanted to tackle things that I wasn't comfortable with, and I tackled that. And when I sat through that class not only changed how I felt about Islam, but it made me reevaluate how I think about other things, not only just, religion as a whole, but how I deal with people.
One of the things I feel like Rosemont likes to highlight is the close-knit community. We were able to learn from each other. And I think that kind of environment, that positive and collaborative environment, made the learning space just like a positive experience. And I feel like it fostered this culture of curiosity.
When you're talking about students and professors at Rosemont, it's the camaraderie. They help you progress. It's not, being in a lecture room with 10,000 other people and you're just a number. You really get identity. And I've had professors that really embodied a culture of just caring about people.
I think it was the passion of our professors and just a genuine love for their learning that kind of spilled over to us.
For me, just being amongst a community of learners really helped me step outside my comfort zone, especially when deciding which courses to take. For me, it was the constant cycle of not only learning for myself, but also supporting others in their journey of learning.
In my practice today, I see a wide range of people that come from many different backgrounds. And Rosemont allowed me to meet people from different ranges in that sense. And then, of course, in medical school as well.
When I was a student at Rosemont, I learned that human rights is synonymous to human dignity. And I took that with me throughout my career. I feel justice to me is moral righteousness, equity, and being unbiased.
Living together, eating together, we would study together, and that helped us not only get to know one another, but it helped us learn a lot about each other. And from there, we were able to really become one.
I'm personally not Catholic, I'm Baptist Christian, but I would say Rosemont welcomed me with open arms, and it really opened me up to not just the religion of Catholicism, but the heart and soul for the service that Catholicism had. So
there. And then I think about the women that I went to college with and our connections. Even today, my best friends are still the women that I went to Rosemont with, and I count on them and connect with them and network with them, and we support one another and uplift each other. And we did that while we were at school. I feel like you didn't have the same level of competition maybe that you would have in other places. It was about supporting each other to reach our goals.
Adult learning community that attend Rosemont are a value resource that I don't think is tapped enough. So
I think this idea of joy in learning, as we talked about, is really important, and not just having a career, but living a life that's valuable to you. Being at Rosemont and understanding how important that is to not just pursue a career, but fulfill a life that's valuable and enjoyable, motivates you to be curious about the world is important.
I kind of think the whole atmosphere of Rosemont and the values that were in every aspect of Rosemont affected me. I don't recall anybody specifically saying you have to care about the dignity of an individual, but actually people did care about us as an individual, the sisters and the teachers. For me, I was a scholarship student, so it was a great experience to be in such a pretty small, caring environment. And I think the whole way that Rosemont was run, the whole spirit that was there took hold in me.